big idea is, are you prepared for the week? And we're going to get started with that, and then you'll find out a hack at the end, how to just jump right into getting ahead for the month. So,
hey guys, Peter Burchfield here. You're watching Prepare to Go There.
hey y'all, we are going to be working on your weekly planning, and I don't even want to call it that. I'd rather just call it weekly prep, because we're going to be doing a few steps, and I would love for you to just jump in with me. I'm actually going through these steps myself. This is real stuff. If you're wondering, my name is Peter Burchfield. I'm a leadership preparedness coach, and I help leaders and teams really be more future focused, so that way they're better prepared and they're more present to actually pioneer the future. We're gonna get you ready for a great week, and if you stay till the end, or if you want to just get ahead, just skip ahead to then, you'll find a leadership hack that will help you actually show up for team meetings much more prepared. And it's because you have all of this momentum backing you up. If that sounds good, work with me, and let's get you ready to lead again. Basically, I opened up my computer not really knowing what to expect, what to get into. And there's a lot of tabs open. There's things I've been working on that I threw into kind of a sort folder. I want to make sure that I have an organizational system that's going to be working before I put new stuff, on the calendar. Just so you can see, this is nothing fancy, but this is literally a week and a half's worth of stuff. Some of it's still active, some of it needs to get archived, but this is really, really helpful. Don't just look at all the stuff, but be thinking about, okay, what was I doing? What was I working on? What was the project that, got all this on my computer? So if you're looking for just like a simple hack to tame all of the stuff on your computer, first thing is, you're just going to create one folder and just call it sort. And you're literally just going to be looking for everything that's not in the actual system. To just take that big pile of digital assets and then begin to just little by little just start grouping, putting them in categories. Even if you don't know where to put the folders, or you may even end up deleting them, but that's okay. Just start categorizing all this stuff, putting it around. And then after that, I'm going to, look more intentionally at each of those categories. And I want to make that stuff future proof. I don't want to assume that my future self is going to remember what, Untitled 774 is, or whatever the name is, or image, 0058, what is that? So there are going to be some times where I'm either going to title the files that I need to pull up in search, or I'm going to title the folder that just adds some context to the whole project. You're not just doing a mindless task, you're taking inventory. What were the projects that were important to you a week ago, and are they still important? Are they finished? Can you move on? Do you need to double down on it and make sure that you finish before you add something else into your calendar? The best way to be prepared is to actually be finished on the last stuff, so that way you can confidently look ahead and then start working on that. This is going to be easy. It's going to take about 10 minutes, but I want to clear this out and start fresh. Okay, that didn't take long at all, and I feel great. I'm ready to kind of launch into the next week. What we're doing here is we're just going to focus on getting a visual map to see the next 7 days. And we're kind of thinking about all directions, all sides, and you're just trying to get a better sense, anticipating where do I need to be, what have I already committed to, what's coming up. You're just trying not to get blindsided by things that you're responsible for. And you're gonna approach this kind of in layers. And so maybe you're just starting with the habits and the things you wanna do every day to just, keep working on yourself. And then you're gonna layer on things you know about. And then you're gonna layer on things you're working on. And then you're gonna layer on, the extra stuff. Now this is, 7 days for you personally. It's a lot more detailed because it's short range and it's just you. At the very end, we're gonna talk about a leadership hack that you can use starting today to get ahead for your team. Let's get back into the next step, which is that visual map for you personally. Now we're kind of at the end of this work session. I am ready to show up and do the work. Now I have created a really clear roadmap for myself. So multiple projects got mapped out in one sitting, and multiple days have been kind of ironed out, worked through, just on a logistical level. If you are personally organized and you're ready to take on the week, you're going to be that much more confident to ask others to join you in that work. A lot of times, we show up to work and we don't feel prepared. We don't feel competent. We've got that imposter syndrome. And what this is doing is not just you trying to, get ahead of a moving train so you don't get run over. What this is doing is actually building in credibility with yourself as you lead others. What you're saying with your actions is that I have put in the time, I've been thinking, on an intentional level. So we're not just going to be stuck kind of pulling out all the obstacles. We're actually going to be doing work that gets us, further, deeper, higher into the future. The last thing I'll say is I wanted to give you a quick leadership hack that you can use to get a month ahead with your team. I want you to try a calendar-based organization system. And what that means is you're going to do a one-page plan for your team. And what you're trying to do on that one-page plan is give them a map for those calendar checkpoints. Kind of give a summary of what's going to happen. Then what you're going to do is you're going to create a folder system. You can do this pretty much on any note-taking app or kind of storage tool that you use. What you're basically getting is a organized set of folders. And so it's not just something you're reading on paper now, it's something you can actually click on. It becomes a link. You can go directly into that folder. So now you have somewhere to put all of that collaboration. You can put that in the corresponding folder. It's not just a line that's going to turn into a lot of bullets and then this document grows and grows and grows. It's actually going to be a very concise document that's going to stay focused. It is that initial kind of guiding document. And what this does is it's just like a series of buckets that you can then pour your productivity, pour your creativity, pour your collaboration into. It's easy to navigate. You can read it at a glance. You can kind of see the whole picture, but then you can click on the link. Woof, it takes you right over to the folder. I don't know what sound that is, but it just takes you right over to the corresponding folder. And now you're building as you go. It's not just something that you're putting in after the fact. This is something you can begin to work on proactively. You now have a place to go and you have a very simple map to kind of navigate and kind of serve as a directory. Line out, okay guys, this is the plan. This is how we're going to move through the calendar, for the next month or the next 3 months or however. You have the beginning of a very simple, intuitive kind of organization system. It's a calendar-based organization system that you can use pretty much on any digital platform. Now, I get to do this in Evernote, and so it's very simple and intuitive for me. We also do it for our teams in Google. If you're looking for a free, fast leadership hack, this is it. This is going to be a game changer for your team when you are more prepared. It speaks volumes, and it's not because you're just telling them, hey, it's a mess, y'all figure it out. Hopefully what you're saying is, I'm going to do the pre-work so that way when we get together, we can do real work. If you're enjoying this kind of stuff and you're like, wow, I like being intentional, I like being better organized, I do think it's important to be prepared going into the week, and I want to be prepared for my team so that way I can be more attentive to what they're feeling and what they're facing, and then empower them to do more than I could do on my own. There is a huge deep dive waiting on you. I created a digital course. It's called Pioneer the Year, and it's all about life planning and leadership, and it goes kind of in this direction, but much deeper. That is the course I created to help leaders like you get out of repeat years and actually go into new frontiers. If you're ready to take this deep dive, you've got to check out Pioneer the Year. You can go to pioneertheyear.com. I think the why behind that project is I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just being trapped in this kind of work-life balance hustle, but I was actually being intentional about getting after my life's work day by day and year by year. And so that's what that's going to give you. That's it for today. If you like this video, please share it with other leaders. Let them know that there is coaching and encouragement right here on this channel. And we'll keep, going on this guided journey together. Remember, you're going places, so prepare to go there.